Hey there, YouTubers out there in tapping land. This is another rendition of Tapping with yours truly, Mark Francisco. And today we have a very heavy, special tapping to do. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it works for you. I hope it works miracles for you. And it has worked miracles for me, so I'm sure that it's going to do good for you. I have a request on tapping for the release of somebody that was special in your life. That somebody was a lover, and you dated them until there was nothing left to give and nothing left to gain. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about, and I have to keep this under 10 minutes because the last one I did was 20 minutes and YouTube wouldn't put it on. So what we're going to do today is talk about 5 things that I always like to talk about. The physical, the neurological, the spiritual, the metaphysical, and the quantum physical aspects of what's going on with you. And without getting too deep in this, I just want to tell you, when you love someone, let's talk about the physical first. When you love someone and you are kissing them, you are actually trading DNA with this person. And when you look into their eyes and you sit there and stare for a while, you're trading DNA with them. And let's not even get into the body fluids, okay? Women and men, when they get together and they trade body fluids, and we all know how that happens, you're trading DNA with people. You're taking DNA, they're taking DNA. You're giving DNA, they're giving DNA. So you kind of become this person. And if you look at like very old people, they're like, 87 years old or whatever, they almost look alike. They look identical. Have you ever seen, your grandma and grandpa together? They act alike and they almost look alike. It's scary. But anyway, that's what's going on. Metaphysical. You're tying tubes of energy to these people, and these tubes are like surgical tubes. They're invisible to the naked eye. Obviously, it's a spiritual thing. And sometimes these tubes are attached to us and they're sucking energy out of us, or you're sucking energy out of them. Either way, that's the thing that's getting you down and making you tired or not eat or whatever the case may be. The other thing is, if this person has moved on into a different snow globe, a different realm, and you're not in their snow globe anymore, that person with the person that they are having a relationship with, if they're still attached to you, you're going to feel this other person's energy with that person. And that energy is probably going to make you really sick. You ever get that sickening gut feeling? Physically, or we'll say neurologically, you have synaptic gaps in your brain, and you have neurotransmitters in your heart and in your stomach. And the synaptic gaps in your brain are sending messages to your heart and to your stomach. That's why it feels like your heart is broken. My heart, it's broken. And it feels like a donkey has kicked you in the gut, which isn't a good feeling. And I've felt it before. That's why I'm laughing. And let's get you over this. Let's get through this, okay? You have to realize that since you have shared all this with this person, it's going to be hard for you to think about life going on without this person. What you have to think about is your relationship is different, but it's still a relationship. My divorce 3 years ago, I was married for 8 years. I have a divorce with my ex. However, we have 2 kids, and we're not married anymore, but we still have a relationship. Now, you can choose whether or not you want to have a relationship with this person. The fact of the matter is you're going to, because you have changed. They have changed. And you have taken on parts of them, and they've taken on parts of you. So whether or not you acknowledge this, it's up to you. Now, back to the tubes being tied to each other. If that person is with the other person, and she or he is still attached to you, you're still with that person, okay? But they're with the new person, or you're with a new person, and their love energy is combining with your energy and making you sick. So we got to cut those ties. You ever hear that saying, that phrase? Cut the ties. I don't want any loose ties untied. Cut them off. And so, we're going to get together with this. Okay, I've already gotten in 6 minutes of this, so let's go through this. And we're going to start with karate chop point. And we're going to what I would like you to do is repeat after me and then put that person's name into the blank. Okay, so fill in the blank with that person's name. It's going to help you out because it's going directly to them, and that energy from your tube is going directly to them. And then at the end of that, we're going to cut it off. Okay? So what I want to start with is, even though I had a relationship with this person and it's over, I know it's over. I want it to be over. And I had this relationship with this person, fill in the blank. And we had a great time. I found out things about me that were great. I found out things about them. They were great. They found out things about me that were great. And they found out things about themselves. That was great. But now it's time to move on. I want to move on. My life is begging me to move on. There's nothing left to give in this relationship. And there's nothing left to take. It's time to move on. And I'm moving on because I love myself. I love myself and I adore myself. And I'm moving on because I deserve to. That other person is out there waiting for me. They're waiting for me to move on so I can meet them, so I can have another relationship, a better relationship, a special relationship, so I can try again and not make the same mistakes and learn to love and learn to give and learn to be quiet and listen and learn to be humble and learn to love. To love. To love. To love. Because I love myself. And I deserve it. We all deserve love. So I'm going to disconnect myself. I'm going to disconnect myself from this other person. Fill in the blank. I'm going to disconnect myself from this other person. I'm going to disconnect myself from this other person. I'm disconnecting myself from this other person. I'm disconnected from this other person. I am disconnected from this other person. I cut the cords to this other person and set them free. I release myself from this person. I let this person go. I let go of this person. Through all time, dimensions, realities, and space. From the future, I disconnect myself from this person. From the past, I forgive myself from this person. From the past, I disconnect myself from this person. From the present, I disconnect myself from this person. Through all time, space, realities, and dimensions, I disconnect myself from this person because I love myself. And someone is out there waiting. Tomorrow's going to be like Christmas. I'm getting closer to the new person. Who can resist me? Who can give up this charm? Who can give up this ability to love? I release, I let go, and I am better for it. I feel great. I'm going to be excited because that new person is waiting for me. They may not know it, but I'm coming. So get ready, because my love is going to knock your socks off. Take a deep breath. Let go. Grab your wrist. Squeeze. Peace. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope this helps you out. It helps me. It helps me to help you. Have a great day.